Hello, 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 all you beautiful souls. So, you may be wondering, what is your soul's essence? What is this whole essence thing that you talk about? What does that mean? I talk about this very often in my podcast here, where I have many extra resources and things that can help you on your soul journey. 100% truth based. I don't add in, fluff. I don't feed your fear based energy. I don't just tell you things to, keep you hooked or anything. I tell you things that are vibrationally true, correct, that are backed by divine truth, and that will help you along your journey towards coming back to your soul. If that's something that you're interested in, then definitely check out this podcast here. It's very informational and very helpful for your soul journey. And the name of it is the Twin Flame Podcast. And that is because many people that are conscious of their soul journey are embarked on it from the Twin Flame journey. That's how I awakened to my soul, was through the Twin Flame journey. And it basically shows you your reverse mirror and duality and things like that. But it's the same thing whether you have that reverse mirror in front of you or not. It's the same journey. It's the soul journey. So just in case the name is confusing for you guys, Twin Flame basically just means soul. It's the same thing. All right. So what is your essence? Your essence is the part of you that does not change. And so basically what that looks like is the way that you talk, you speak, you walk, the things that you like, the colors that you like, the way that you dress, the way that you express yourself, the way that you interact with other people. This is all because of your soul essence. And again, through our layers of conditioning, our personality, and our ego, our mind, and all things we think, underneath all that lies our soul's essence, lies what we truly are, which is pure vibration. And that goes not just for me, for everyone. Your soul is purely vibrational. It has nothing to do with 3D games, gimmicks, or boxes, labels, or categorizations. It is just your essence. It's like this vibrational, energetic signature about you that is unique and individual to each and every single person. So, for example, like if you watch Sadhguru, in his videos, he goes, hey, 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 hey. And, he talks to people like that. And in a 3D, that they might say, oh, this person is rude. Oh, this person is this way. But it's actually purely vibrational, the way that he interacts with people. Or for me, for example, I'm a very direct speaker. If you say something to me, I will give you an answer. But most people are not used to that. They're used to the fear-based energy way of being. And so they expect a runaround answer, or something that they have to figure out, or something that they have to read between the lines. And I just say it very straight. I just say it very straight up, very direct. Clarity. Clarity is love. I say it very direct. And sometimes people will be taken back by that, or they'll say that I'm rude, or I'm mean, or I'm saying something against them, or whatever. And again, that's all the fear-based energy. And that's something that other person can look at, or, work with me if they're actually ready on taking those steps towards themselves to see that and see where they're actually not in alignment with their soul, right? But like my soul is very direct and straightforward. And in the beginning of my journey, I actually got very triggered by my own mirror being very direct. And I was like, you're rude and whatever. But now I see actually that was just me. So yeah, I'm a very direct speaker and very straightforward. And it's not even that it's with your soul essence. It's not something that you're doing manipulatively. It's not something that you're doing to control other people. It's not something that you're doing to look a certain way in the world or be a certain way in the world or achieve something. It's just natural for you to be this way. And when you come into that vibration of love, through the soul alignment process, which is something that not everyone knows how to do. I'll just be honest. It's not everyone knows how to do this. But when you come into alignment through the soul alignment process, you're able to unlock your own soul essence for yourself and see what those things are for yourself that are unique and individual to you. And it's really cool. So yeah, even if you watch different videos of, Rupert Spira or Eckhart Tolle, if you just watch them and you see those certain things about them, you're able to pick up on their essence, on their vibrational essence, and you can really sit and appreciate that. And again, underneath all the layers lies everyone's essence. And again, with this process, you have to do it through a vibrational alignment process. If you can't think your way there, you can't, read your way there, you can't copy your way there, and you can't tell yourself that you're there. You have to actually do the soul alignment process in order to get there. And anyone else who says differently is full of shit. I'm just going to say that right now. You should run, because they're going to keep you looping on your journey. And yeah, your soul's essence isn't loud. It, like I said, it's unique and individual to you. And when you have your soul's essence, it'll feel so natural where it's like you don't even care. You don't think twice about it. It's just something that happens in the moment. You're not attached to what happens because you're in your soul's essence. It's just very like this. It's clear. Clarity is love, guys. And that goes in part with your soul's essence, and you're being direct and clear about your own energy because you know what that is, and you're allowing that to be expressed in the universe. That's actually love. And what many people believe is love is actually fear, like the confusion, like the over explaining, or needing things to sound a certain way to soothe someone else or be a certain way to make their experience better. That's all fear-based energy. That's not love. And sometimes it is true. The truth is very simple. And for example, my truth is very clear and very direct. And sometimes that simplicity can throw people off. And yeah, your soul's essence is very subtle. So you're not going to notice it at first or even know what that is at first, but it'll come to you slowly as you start aligning, because you'll start to pick up on these things and you'll start to trust it within yourself. You'll start to see those things for yourself. Your soul's essence is very specific too. Like I said, it's even down to the way that you walk. It's down to the way that I move my facial expressions right now. That's all due to my soul's essence. It's the way that you talk, the tones in your voice, the way that you pose in pictures, the way that you stand. All of this is due to your soul's essence. And when you start balancing and aligning, you get more and more and more and more and more in tune with that. And you start to trust that, like I said, more. And so this is purely vibration though. And so if you are in your fear-based energy, someone else's soul's essence, you might view it as like a physical thing, or you might not really understand, or you might say your mind is going to make an opinion. Oh, I like that. Oh, I don't like that. Or whatever, your mind is going to make all these opinions and judgments about what you're saying, whether that is within yourself or within another, right? But that's all fear-based energy, because when it's purely vibrational, it's kind of like it's your being, right? Your essence is your being. And when you come into contact with another being in their essence, it's kind of like you're just being with their essence. It's nothing special. It's just purely vibration. But as a soul alignment guide, I'm able to pick up on that fear-based energy and help you to align closer to your soul, because it's very tricky and hard to see, especially as you're balancing your energy, if you even know what this is. It can be very, very, very difficult to see, and many people, they find themselves in loops for years and years and years and years, even when it's seemingly they try something different, or they go talk to a psychic or a reader, or they go off on their own thing and they try to figure out things their own way and things like that. They ultimately find themselves looping over and over and over and over and over. So going to a trusted guide, someone who actually has experience with this and knows what they're doing, and they can actually see your fear-based energy and help you to align that closer to their soul. Closer to your soul is very important for you to come back to yourself. I also say a lot. That's part of my soul essence, which is, again, it's just one of those things that I guess you could say it's just one of those things. And you start to see what these things are for you. And I think it's also unique and individual to your hobbies, your passions. And again, some of those, they might not even be revealed to you until you start balancing more into your energy. Um, I know ballet is one of those things I really love. Dancing is one of those things that I really love. And when you balance more and more into your soul, it feels amazing. It feels beautiful. It feels like it's just this connection that's going on and you're 100% present with it. And I really love that. And so I think some people, they get mixed up with this too because they do certain spiritual practices like meditating or going to ayahuasca, or they just do all these spiritual practices, and that could honestly have nothing to do with your soul essence. So there's people like Eckhart Tolle and Sadhguru, and they like to meditate. Or they engage in meditation, they engage in the practice of meditation, though they are in a meditative state all day. They engage in the practice of meditation, and that could very well be a part of their soul's essence. And my soul's essence has nothing to do with meditation. It has to do with dancing, or just that oneness connection. And even Sadhguru's daughter, she really likes dancing as well. If you watch her dancing, she's in the moment, she's there, she's present. And so many people, they try to do these spiritual practices in order to connect to their essence, connect to their soul, and it never ends up working for them because actually their soul is not even called to do that. That's not what their soul wants to do, but they feel that they have to do these things to get there. And I'm here to tell you, no matter how long you meditate or do any spiritual practices, it won't lead you any closer to your soul, because there's a vibrational alignment process that has to be done in order to do that. And it has nothing to do with meditating. It's every day, every second, every moment, balancing work that has to be done until you get to a stable point, which, it sounds a lot nicer, easier, quicker, or more sure way to just meditate and do all those things. And, but that's not the way to get to your soul. But I'm sure it has many benefits, but you can't get to your essence that way. And your essence may not even call you to do that. Like I said, I like ballet, I like dancing, and you can still be present and in your soul space and in that vibration of oneness, while still basically in a meditative state. It is a meditative, but it's beyond meditation, beyond that meditative state. You can still do that and be in your soul's essence. Or maybe your soul's essence may be, riding horses, or everyone has a different soul's essence. So thinking one doing something is going to get you your essence is not going to work. That's soul. That's the divine truth. So yeah, this is kind of long, and I went over many things here again because I don't want to give you guys the fluff. I don't want to keep you guys looping on your journey. And tell you guys a bunch of BS, because I don't have awareness of where I'm at, things like that. And I'm sure that the people doing this, they don't mean to do it. Some of them do, that I see, but they're not conscious of this. They're not conscious that they're viewing everything in a physical way and not in alignment with the own trust that they have for their souls. They are not aware of this. And so I just want to make this very educational for all of you guys, so you guys can stop the pain, stop the heartache, stop the doubt, stop the worries, and stop the questioning and searching for answers, because there is a way to do this, and it is through soul alignment. There is a way to end all of that, and it works 100% of the time when you follow the steps and you truly are committed to being honest and real with yourself and being responsible for your own journey. It works 100% of the time. All right. Goodbye, all you beautiful souls.